Once your icons are created, we want to make sure that we've saved our Illustrator file and we've also exported these as images, but you're exporting multiple artboards. So we're going to go ahead and first name these artboards. To do that, you're going to use what's called your artboard tool. On the toolbar on the left, if you go almost all the way down, there's a magnifying glass, and then right above it is a little document looking thing with a crosshair in the top left. And if you hover over that, you're going to see that it should say something like Artboard Tool. When you click on it, you'll see that then your screen then shows the artboards, and you can click on each artboard, and you can also create new artboards if you wanted to. I'm going to go ahead and name these artboards though. So I'm going to click on the name in the top left, which you can see O1 Artboard 1. I'm going to go over here on the right and I'm going to name this an appropriate name that says what this is. So mine is going to be Square. I can then hit enter on my keyboard to accept the name, and it will rename this artboard. This is great because then it will rename it when you export it. So what we should really be doing is not just naming it Square, but putting your last name at the beginning of it and then the name of what it is. So that way it's categorized by your last name for me to be able to grade it correctly. The next artboard I'm going to click on and go ahead and do the same thing. I'm going to do Sylvius-circle. And then on this last artboard, I'm going to go ahead and put Sylvius-star. Now, what I want to be very noted very quickly before we move on is since, to get out of the artboard tool, by the way, you just click on another tool. Since this star is sitting outside the pasteboard here and here, those corners will get cut off when I export this. In addition, because it's also overlapping onto the square artboard, this gray area where it overlaps on the gray pasteboard would get cut off, but this little triangle that it would then create on the square artboard would get exported with the square. So keep in mind that if you don't have something on the artboard, it's going to get cut off, or if it's overlapping on another artboard, it will export to the other artboard. So just kind of keep that in mind. I'm going to go ahead and resize mine so that it's sitting on one artboard. And that's how you can name your artboards and make sure that all of your content is contained.